Growing testimonies coming on you this wet Saturday, May 3rd. I got a word in me in reference to human trafficking, and I was watching the movie, and I don't mind advertising for it. No proceeds coming to me for it, but it was The Accountant too, and the plot was about not just sex trafficking, but slave labor trafficking and people's children being held hostage. And I thought about when I was a teacher, all the kids we had as orphans, the kids who were, I forget what they call it, but refugees, even um, visiting refugee camps out in Tucker, Georgia, and seeing people just they didn't care about living in a luxury hotel or a big mansion or anything. They were just glad to have somewhere where they could grow some food, have some peace, and have a place to lay their head. So I'm saying all this as a prelude to be like, after a conversation with one of my spiritual daughters, and the information divulged about one person who's pregnant and a meth junkie and sold her 3-year-old mixed daughter. The lady was white. Um, the other lady who was glad she was in jail because she's pregnant, so she gets two trays. The Another lady who got beat up real bad in jail because she was found out as prostituting her kids. And I tell you, messing out your kids, yeah, selling your kids for sex so you can make money off of it. It is. You know, prostitution is one thing, but you gonna prostitute they mama and you prostituting your kids, your boy child and your daughter child. Like, really, this what we doing? At some point, we got to draw the line, people. And this stuff happens because we don't have community, and we don't have community because we don't have solid families. I mean, I look at people, and hey, I'm one of them, multiple divorces. We cannot stay together because what? Why we can't stay together? Disrespect, you can't make enough money, crazy dreams of how you think things supposed to be. Like, what are we doing, people? For real, what are we doing? This is life out here. These are kids trying to grow up. And because you're not parenting your kids, there is no family. There is no understanding. I mean, another kid vaping and sending pictures, 13-year-old kid, because mommy said, I don't want you. I wish you had left with your daddy. You tell your child that at 7 years old, and you don't think that's a stain on their brain that got them acting insane, doing things that ain't right? Vaping at 13 years old, sending pictures, having sex at 13 years old. Not to say it didn't happen when I was a kid, vaping went out, but I'm just saying, like, what are we doing as parents? What are we doing as parents to parent our kids? Give them a phone, a game, some toys. Leave me alone. I'm not right there interacting with them. Are you crazy? All this stuff on social media, and you letting your kids. First of all, if you giving your child something, electronic device, phone especially, let them surf the internet and all that, below the age of 8, you are retarding their ability to be creative. You need to give them some Legos. Spend some time with them. Take them to some parks. Let them play with some sticks. It develops the creative mind. Number 2, Anybody who's smoking weed up under the age of 26, your brain ain't developed. So yeah, those pothead movies about people being slow, yeah, that's for real. They got studies out to prove it. And guess what? This this genetically modified marijuana, it's making people psychotic. Jokers can't even breathe deep without people getting a whole attitude and going slap off. Like, people, we need to grow up. And these are parents smoking this same weed. That ain't the 70s weed. The hippies junkies were about peace. These new junkies are about nook if you buck. For real. What's your deal? Are you gonna stop and heal? Or are you gonna keep prostituting your mind, prostituting yourself, prostituting your kids? For what? Talking about we just because I can survive? No, it's because you don't want to submit to another way of living. That's what it is. You don't want to stop and do the work. You want the easy money. So I'm just gonna say, at some point, it ain't okay. It ain't okay to hold people against their will. It's not okay to keep going through life with kids thinking that this easy money and you doing it for your kids. No, you're upset when you dealing with your kids because you had to do all that stuff you didn't want to do. Go sit in somebody's chair and get some counseling and get some healing so you can be a better parent. So we can have a community, a strong front. Stop letting the devil steal, kill, and destroy because you being a sex toy or letting your kids be a sex toy. Or you so mad at the parent that you can't parent the child. Let me rephrase that. You so mad at the co-parent that you can't parent the child that you decided to birth, that you decided to conceive and deliver. The child ain't asked to be here. Something happened to bring that child here. Take responsibility. And I'm saying that because I take responsibility for all three of mine. From 25, 19 to 13. I'm still parenting all three of them. Different ways, different stages, but still parenting all three of them. And there when they need me. I don't care if I got to travel 50 miles to go pick up my child. I do what I got to do. Parent your kids. Be there. Okay, so you can stop some of this trafficking. Because you can't be a family. You can't keep your kids. You can't watch your kids. You can't even get along with the co-parent enough to co-parent the kids. Kill the root, destroy the fruit. Passing down these psychotic behaviors, bipolar behaviors, passing down all this craziness. You ain't stable, so how you gonna raise stable kids? You gotta stop lying to yourself, people. You gotta stop lying to yourself. You gotta stop listening to these songs thinking that they right when they wrong. How is an artist? It's few artists that really are of conscious mind, and the most of them that's talking some sense, they move them to the movies with the real money, so they don't speak the realness anymore, or they kill them off. Think about it. Tupac, T.I., Common, Ice-T. Think about it. They ain't rapping no more. They was talking too much sense, and it's a lot more out there. Andre 3000. It's a lot of them out there. And thank you, Killer Mike, for still laying it down on the mic and taking care of your kids. I'm just saying, folks, at some point,